I don't even think it's 420 yet, but whatever. We're going to kick it off anyway. Good to go. This is your daily 420 report with your good friend jer-dog. What's up, everybody? Just looking back and forth here to see who's joining in. I can't tell anymore. I don't know what happened to that feature. It used to be here on the Facebook Live where I could tell who was joining in. At least a few of the people would chime in and say, so-and-so is watching, so-and-so is watching. And now that stuff is completely hidden unless you hit me up with a comment or a like or a little wave or a thumbs up or whatever you have for an icon on your phone. Sarah, Johanna, you guys are here. What's up? Trisha Lynn Burns. Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. While the audience builds, let me go over my show dates. This is the daily live 420 report I do every day, 4:20 p.m. And this Friday night, tomorrow night, I'm going to Lawrenceville, Illinois for a 9 o'clock show at Basso's Grill. Saturday night, I head up to Bay City, Michigan for a three-peat return appearance at AJ Bailey's. Hey, Lisa, what's up? Hit me up with a share and a like and maybe some laughs and some loves if I happen to amuse you on today's live video blog, because that's what it's all about. Just giving you a break from all the bullshit of the day. Trying to give you just at least a couple of laughs. And a lot of times it's a whole lot of talk about nothing, but whatever. If you want more free laughs, you can go to my website, barcomic.com, put in your name and your information, and I'll send you a free copy of my CD, Totally Baked, totally free. And then I'm also putting together some monthly comics. So you put your address in there, and you'll also get my monthly comics. So that's going to be something new from jer-dog's world. I'm getting ready to head over to the swimming pool, maybe. I don't know, it looks a little bit cloudy. Yesterday, a whole fucking storm whipped up. And then my wife and I we remembered that we had to send off the rent check. So we needed to make it to the post office before 5:30. And that's exactly the time when a fucking monsoon rolled in. So we decided to do a little walk in the rain, improvised, spontaneous date night. Hey, thanks for the share, bud. I'll see you in Jane's Vegas coming up soon. Check the show dates on that in the comments below or the description above, whoever might be. If you got the information, dude, just put it on there. Watching from the shitter. Fantastic, man. I often Twitter from the shitter myself. So you're in good company, buddy. Anyway, we got a little flirtatious. We came back to the dog pound, back to the dog house, and whipped up a few cocktails last night. It was hump day happy hour, so I had my Boulevard wheat. I had a couple more of those last night. And then Mrs. jer-dog, she had her favorite cocktail, which is a Jägermeister and root beer with ice in a big old glass. So we got the kids put to bed, and I guess I blew it because she was ready to go. She was ready for some action. She was ready for a little doggy style, if you know what I mean. And but she was just in bed. She goes, when you come to bed, wake me up. And so I went to bed, totally blew it. Totally blew it. I didn't realize. She was like, you should have known. You should have known. That's why I went to bed in a thong. You should have known. Like, that's how fucking girls are, dude. That's how women are. Like, you didn't know I was in the mood. I kept touching you with my foot. And I'm so fucking dumb, I'm thinking about all the shit that I have to do. I've got to go on the road this weekend. There's a lot of shit to pack up. There's a lot of phone calls to return today. There's a lot of people to get in touch with. I got to think about material that I'm going to do on the 420 report. I got to think about the new material that I'm going to do on gigs this weekend. Not to mention, all the other shit that goes on, just general family, day-to-day life that you can relate to. I was touching you with my foot. So I blew it. Anyway, that shit's not going to happen twice. jer-dog's not going to make that mistake 2 nights in a row. I don't care if she is sleeping tonight. I'll just go at it anyway. Uncle Sideballs here. What's up, buddy? I don't get to watch every minute, but I look forward to seeing you every time. Yeah, dude, not a lot of people do. That's why it's a lot of repetition, because people join in and join in out. It's kind of like street theater. It's like back in the day when we used to do the gunfight show together. Some people would just roll through. They would watch the whole thing. Some people would just roll through. They would stand there at the front, and about halfway through, they would have to take off and go get in line for the roller coaster or go pick up the food and drink order that they had at the concession stand. These Facebook Live videos, it's a lot like street theater, which is why I'm glad I did street theater for so many years back in the day, because it's a good way. It was just good training, good boot camp. You got to keep the shit flowing. You got to keep it fresh. You got to keep it exciting. You got to keep it attention getting. And I am not always good at that, but it's always fun. I think I look more forward to this than any of you do, truth be told. So in any case, I also got an email today. This is a little throwback Thursday. I got an email today from somebody telling me that they love my videos. They think I'm hilarious and that I should come to a show in Rockford, Illinois. So shout out to Jay Muller for that email. I really appreciate it. I like getting emails like that. Makes me feel really good. But I want to do a show in Rockford, Illinois. I used to do tons of shows in Rockford, Illinois. That's where I did my weekly radio show, Wake and Bake, on Stone and Double T on the X from 2012 until 2015. 3 years, every Thursday, Wake and Bake with jer-dog on the Stone and Double T show. And I wound up building a pretty nice size following in the Rockford area and used to do a lot of shows up there. The closest I'm going to be, however, is Janesville, Wisconsin and Stoughton, Wisconsin, coming up June 16th. No, not June 16th. That's Rock Falls, Illinois. Oh, well, maybe you can get to Rock Falls, Illinois, the Eagles Club. I'll be doing the He Said, She Said comedy show with Katrina Brown, the mutant queen of comedy. We do the comedy battle of the sexes, and then we get on stage together at the end, and we do an improvisational encore presentation answering the questions and comments that the audience sends our way. We just make up material completely off the top of our heads. But otherwise, Janesville, Wisconsin, June 28th, and Stoughton, Wisconsin at Lon's Tailgaters, Saturday, June 23rd. So that's about as close I'm going to be to Rockford coming up soon. Otherwise, you can pretty much catch me at least once or twice a year at Boxcars Pub and Grub in Clinton, Wisconsin, which I consider to be the home of the best weekday one-nighter for stand-up comedy in the entire country. I'm not biased or anything, but Tim and Randy there always do a fucking bang-up job. They've sold out every show, I think, except maybe 2. I think they've had a grand total of like 10 empty seats in the last 6 years of doing the grassroots comedy tour there on a monthly basis. And in fact, doing the Stone and Double T show, doing Wake and Bake every morning, that was where I really sort of developed as a comedy writer, so to speak. I guess as much as I'd ever had done any writing in my comedy career up to that point, most of the time I would just think of bullshit premises and then get on stage and sort of work it out improvisationally, kind of like I do right now here on the 420 Report, these live video blogs every day. I just work this shit out that's on the top of my head improvisationally, see what you guys respond to, what you don't respond to. And sometimes that can be a little bit tricky. It's like going into a closet and trying telling a joke to nobody and then seeing what gets the best reaction. But you guys are pretty good about hitting me up with the likes and the comments and the back and forth. But that's where most of my radio bits are from that are on my CD right there on the Stone and Double T show. Wake and Bake, where's it at? Oh, right down there. If you can see their logo. It's black and white, but whatever. That's my best radio bits from doing Wake and Bake on the Stone and Double T show for 3 years. You can get those on my CD, totally baked, totally free. I'll send you a copy. You can get the downloads. Just go to barcomic.com. Come see me this Friday night, June 8th at Basso's Grill in Lawrenceville, Illinois. This Saturday night, Bay City, Michigan at AJ Bailey's. And then next Friday night, Munster, Indiana at Johnny's Tap. And also next Friday night. I'm getting lost now. This is probably a good time to wrap this shit up. Next Friday night, June 15th, I'll be in Munster, Indiana at Johnny's Tap. And then next Saturday night, June 16th, I'll be in Rock Falls, Illinois at the Eagles Club. The Mutant Queen of Comedy, Katrina Brown, and myself team up for the He Said, She Said comedy Battle of the Sexes. We'll see you then. Thank you guys. I'll be back on Monday with another live video blog at 4:20 p.m. or as close as possible. Until then, dog bless America.